So hello and welcome to my first ever kind of sit down chatty YouTube video. Obviously you may have seen a couple of my vlogs that I've been posting, well actually only one of them, maybe two of them up already. But yeah, so this is my first proper kind of sit down chatty formal video I suppose. And yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking, a bit strange talking to a camera, but I thought a good one to kind of start with would be the get to know me tag, which I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do, and I guess it gives you a good kind of insight into the person as a whole, some strange little facts and things like that. So yeah, I've kind of pulled up the tag on my phone if you see me looking down. Oh my god, my voice is so weird. And yeah, I guess I shall just get straight started. Started. Okay, so the first question is, what is your middle name? And my middle name is Jessica. I don't know whether that's interesting or not. I don't know whether people find middle names interesting. But yeah, I always kind of thought my middle name was kind of unexciting. I've loved my first name, Scarlett, because I know Scarlett is a lot more of a common name now, but when I was younger, no one else was called Scarlett, so there was never like, no one had to differentiate between whose kind of painting it was in year 5. It was definitely mine if it said Scarlett. So the second question is, what is your favourite colour? Oh, that's a bit of a tricky one actually. I think I would normally say pink because I'm a very kind of girly girl. I love pink, wearing pink today. But I actually love red as well, and my name means red, so yeah, I love red and pink. Who was your first best friend? My first ever best friend that I can remember from playgroup actually, so when I was about maybe 3 or 4, and his name was Dominic, and I met him, yeah, in playgroup, and I remember kind of finding him eating sand, and all the other girls were arguing about which Barbie doll they could play with and who was the best dressed, and I was like, nope, can't be bothered with that, I'm going to go and play with the guy eating the sand. And yeah, he is still my best friend today, and he recently got married and I was his groomsmaid, so that's very exciting. Nice little anecdote. How tall are you? So I am, how tall am I? I'm 163 centimetres, which I think is about 5'4". Yeah, I basically haven't grown since I was 12, and I remember being the tallest girl in year 7 when I started secondary school, and then everybody else caught up and overtook me, and now I'm kind of fairly average height, I suppose. Cats or dogs? I prefer dogs, but I do love cats if they're friendly. I once had a cat kind of come up and scratch me when I was sitting in my mum's car, and ever since then I've been a little bit wary about cats, but I absolutely love dogs, and I'm trying to persuade David to get a dog at the moment, to get a little puppy, but we've just kind of decorated the house. As you can see behind me, this is my beauty room. So yeah, he's not kind of overly keen on having a little puppy kind of wreck the house, but I'm working on it at the moment. How many countries have you visited? Off the top of my head, I'm not entirely sure, but I know that last year I went on 8 different trips, which is very exciting. Before kind of a couple of years ago, I didn't really enjoy travelling that much. It was, I mean, I love going on holiday and things like that, but I'm quite a home bird. So travelling wasn't really on my radar, and then I worked for a travel PR company, and I was constantly writing about kind of loads of destinations all over the world, and I was like, actually I quite fancy kind of going on a trip and seeing some of these places. So ever since then I've kind of had a list as long as myself of places that I really want to go. Last year I kind of ticked off 8 different places. We went to Thailand, Iceland, where else did we go? Mexico, Croatia, went to loads of places, Mykonos in Greece, So this year I'm hoping to tick even more places off and travel as much as possible, document it on this channel, and yeah, just kind of, I guess while you're young and you kind of have the ability to go wherever, I'm really keen to travel the world. I don't think I could do it in one long stretch, just because, as I said, I am a home bird. I love my bed, I love my home comforts, but I do admire anyone that can kind of go away and just travel for a long time, I suppose. Are you in or have you gone to college? Yes, I have been to university. I finished in May last year. I graduated in November last year. And I studied journalism at Bournemouth University. I'll probably do a video on my university experience because I think I had quite an interesting university experience. I wouldn't say it was the best time of my life. I wasn't typical kind of student. I didn't like going out and drinking and things like that. But yeah, I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I've got the degree and I can kind of do what I want now, figure things out, but obviously I've got the degree to fall back on. So I am pleased that I did it. But yes, that's a very waffly answer. What was your favourite / worst subject in high school? Definitely my favourite all along has been English. I love writing, I love reading, and I guess English kind of ticks both those boxes. Worst subject was probably maths or science. I didn't like either. I'm not very I haven't got a very good analytical brain. Weirdly, like this might sound really, really silly, but I still can't like tell my left and right. I know that has nothing to do with maths, but I'm just not very, I don't have a very logical brain. What is your favourite drink? Ooh, Prosecco definitely, or champagne. I don't actually drink alcohol that often because I don't really like the taste, but I do drink champagne and Prosecco and anything kind of bubbly because I do like those. And I always feel like I'm celebrating when I drink it, so it makes me feel happy. What is your favourite animal? My favourite animal is an elephant. Just a single elephant, not as a species. But yeah, I love elephants. I don't know why, I think they're just really cool. They're like very majestic, they look really cute. And yeah, I guess when we went to Thailand, I really wanted to see elephants, but I was also aware of the fact that lots of them are treated really badly over there, and I didn't want to kind of support that trade, I suppose. I don't have any desire to ride an elephant or anything like that, but we did, when we were driving past, we saw kind of an elephant camp, so I saw them like up close in real life there. But I'd love to, if I ever return to Thailand, I'd love to go to Chiang Mai in the north of Thailand, because I know they've got like elephant sanctuaries there where you can actually just go in their natural environment. They're not chained up, they're not being made to do like silly tricks or anything. But anyway, I'm not going to go into too much depth. I love elephants. What is your favourite perfume? I actually have loads. All of my perfumes are there, so maybe I'll do a little show round of my perfumes at some point. But at the moment I love the YSL Black Opium. Just had to remember what it's called then. It's a really kind of sensual fragrance, as weird as that sounds. It's very kind of feminine, quite musky, and it's good for, it's quite a strong scent, which I like because I normally tend to find that they wear off. And even when I get like other people to sniff, can you smell my perfume? They can't smell it. So yeah, I like that one because it's strong and it smells good. Tea or coffee? I don't actually drink either, which I guess is slightly strange. But yeah, I've never been a coffee drinker at all. I don't like the taste. I love the smell of it, but not so keen on the taste. I do drink tea. I used to drink lots of it, but weirdly I have this strange thing where if I drink a lot of caffeine, it makes my eye twitch, and my eye will twitch for weeks after I've had the caffeine. So I recently went to Disneyland and I had some Coke Zero, because all they have there is like fizzy drinks. They don't have water. Is like the same price as fizzy drinks. So I thought, oh, I'll treat myself to a Coke Zero. and I thought it was like 0 caffeine, 0 sugar, because I wasn't sure actually what was in it. Turns out it's quite high in caffeine, so for the rest of the trip, like my eye, you know when your eye, you get tired, and my eye was just twitching the whole time, so that was fun. But I do drink peppermint tea, chamomile tea, I love those. I have one every morning and in the evening as well. So yes, I do drink herbal tea, I suppose. What sports do you play or have you played? I am not a particularly sporty person. I don't enjoy kind of sport in general. I don't enjoy exercise, which is a shame, because if I did, it would make life a lot easier. But everyone in my family loves sports. They're very sporty. My mum used to be kind of a fitness instructor. She used to take classes, dance classes, Zumba. She used to teach them. My brother loves football, but I unfortunately didn't get that gene. I used to actually play hockey, which I used to quite enjoy, and I once won the award for most improved hockey player of the year, which was, my mum couldn't believe that. I'd love to get into something. I really enjoyed dance. I used to do dance at school because I went to like a theatre school, but yeah, as you get older, I guess I don't know, it becomes a bit strange to do dance classes. I'm trying to persuade David to do like a salsa, couples salsa class. Next question is, what is your favourite book? My favourite book is without a doubt the Faraway Tree by Enid Blyton, The Magic Faraway Tree, which actually I've heard recently is being made into a movie, which is very exciting. If you ever read it when you were younger, it was just a really kind of magical story. I remember really, as a kid, I think I must have read it about 8 or 9. I don't know, I just remember being kind of transported into a different world. I love reading, and that kind of like made me love reading. That was my first ever book that I really, really enjoyed. And yeah, if you ever get a chance to read it now, or you have children or younger siblings, make sure they read that, because it's such a lovely, magical book. Who are some of your favourite YouTubers? So I actually watch YouTube more than I read blogs, which is why it was kind of an incentive for me to start doing YouTube. And yeah, some of my favourite YouTubers, I have a lot. I think I'm subscribed to like 100 YouTubers. Obviously I love Zoella, and I watch Lydia Millen's videos quite a lot. I think she's really kind of captured a certain style of videos. I love how people's kind of personal style can come out in their videos, because obviously it's a lot harder to put them together and kind of make them look professional than it is pictures. So yeah, I love hers. I love Brogan Tate. She does some really lovely vlogs, and I love how open she is and honest, because sometimes you just need that. It's quite refreshing to have that, I suppose. I love Zoe London, fashion mumbler. Her vlogs are really, really good. Well, her YouTube in general is amazing. Hannah Gale as well. Again, I love how honest she is, and she's so funny. If I remember any more, I'll link them down below, because off the top of my head I'm rubbish at remembering, but I do watch a lot of YouTube. Yeah, let me know if you have any favourite YouTubers that you think I should watch as well. What is your favourite movie? My favourite movie is actually Elf, which I appreciate is a Christmas film, but I would watch it all year round if it was acceptable. I don't know, I just love it. It makes me feel really happy, and I suppose because it is related to Christmas, it's kind of like a really happy time of year. But yeah, I love Elf, and apart from that, I'm trying to think, I love the Harry Potter films. I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. I think I've been to the Warner Brothers studios in Watford, which actually isn't too far from me, luckily, about 5 or 6 times, just because I love it so much. So yes, if I'm not watching Elf, I'm watching Harry Potter. Are you single or taken? I am taken, which is a weird word, like the film, been kidnapped. No, yeah, I have a boyfriend. Lots of you may have seen him on my vlogs or on my blog. His name is David, and we've been together a year and a half, I'd like to say. Yeah, a year and a half. We now live together, we've got a very lovely house. And yeah, we're very happy. So we're kind of lucky enough to go on trips together and things like that. He has a full-time job, but he also obviously does Instagram and blogging and stuff. And he's a very keen photographer, which is kind of handy for me. But yeah, so we're kind of excited to see where everything where 2017 takes us. If he'll make his kind of photography more of a full-time thing, who knows, but it's exciting. What's your idea of an ideal first date? I don't really like anything too formal. I think it's really scary if you like go out or like he cooks you dinner in the house or whatever. I actually had a really weird first date with David. Not weird, but I am terrified of like the whole dating thing, especially when it comes to like meeting people that you haven't met before. David and I organised to meet somewhere, and I actually had my brother and my best friend come along with me just because I was so scared. So on the first date, poor boy met my best friend and my brother. I mean, it wasn't like a sit down dinner where I just turned up with my brother and my best friend. It was like a little drinks thing in a bar, and then we went for dinner afterwards and we went dancing, and it was a very good date, but I unfortunately didn't eat much because I was so nervous, and then had a little bit to drink and invited him to my dad's 50th birthday the next day in my kind of drunken state. And yeah, so the next day, second date, he met my entire family, which was fun for him, but he stuck around, so I suppose it hasn't put him off. Do you speak any different languages, and how well? Nope, I wish I could. I can just about speak English. But I did learn French at school, and I've been learning French since I was about 3. I can probably like understand a conversation, but I wouldn't be able to talk to you in French. I might be able to ask you your name and where you live. But saying that, I do actually write a different language, if it can be called that, because at journalism school or journalism course at university, we actually learned how to do shorthand, and we had to write it to 100 words per minute, which is very, very difficult. It takes a lot of practice. But yeah, so that's basically writing a different language, because it's like hieroglyphics, and you have to write to how the words sound rather than how they're spelled. So you write like loads of symbols for the different letters and the different sounds, and I probably have forgotten it by now, but it's quite cool to watch. And lots of people, when they used to see me doing it on the train on the way back to Bournemouth from home, they were like, what on earth is that? What are you doing? So yeah, that's a little interesting fact. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have 2 siblings. I have a brother and a sister. My brother is 20 and my sister is 9, and yeah, they're my brother and sister, and they're called Jed and Zara. How would you describe your fashion sense? This is a strange one because I get asked it quite a lot when I do like little like email interviews and stuff. I wouldn't know how on earth to describe my fashion sense, because I don't even think I have fashion sense. I just kind of pick out what I like, and if I see something in a shop that I'm like, oh, that looks really cool, I like that, I'd wear that, I will buy it. I won't think, oh, what can I wear that with? Or yeah, I'm not very good at kind of partnering up outfits together. My kind of motto is if it's the same sort of colours or colour scheme, then that must mean it goes together. So yes, I don't have much fashion sense, but I just wear what I like to wear. Usually involves a lot of pink, a lot of girly things. What is your favourite restaurant? There's a couple of restaurants in London that I love. One of them is the Darwin Brasserie at the Sky Garden in London, which is amazing if you want a really cool kind of brunch or lunch with a view. But in general, at the moment, I love Mexican restaurants. I'm obsessed with guacamole and chicken fajitas, and we pretty much make them every night here. So if it's a Mexican restaurant, I am destined to love it. What are some of your favourite TV shows? At the moment, I love well, I've always loved Sex and the City. I just always pop it on if I need a pick-me-up. We recently finished The OA and Stranger Things, which, yeah, they're quite good. Just, I don't know, I always get a little bit disappointed in the endings, because you invest so much of your time in watching them and you're like building yourself up for something really cool, and then it's like, don't know, bit of a not much happens and wait for the next series kind of thing. So yeah, I love quite a lot of TV shows. I'm trying to think of like specifics. I don't really watch much TV per se, like I don't watch Made in Chelsea or The Only Way is Essex or anything like that really, just because I tend to be like more on my laptop in the evening, so I don't really watch much TV. But in terms of TV shows, definitely probably Sex and the City is my favourite. So there we go, that's kind of however many facts about me and a little get to know me tag. Hopefully it's given you more of an insight into me and maybe what this channel will kind of have. Hopefully I'm going to do lots more kind of sit down chatty videos, kind of but kind of makeup storage video, along with my walk-in wardrobe, which has just finished, although I need to put all my clothes away. So yeah, there'll be lots more videos, and this weekend I'm actually going to Qatar, so there'll be a vlog as well. I'm very excited to go because I've never been anywhere like that before. And it's quite a cool, unique trip. So yeah, there'll be lots more videos, and if you want to see more, please subscribe, because yeah, it would be great to know what you think, and let me know if you have any suggestions. See you next time.